Everybody, and Happy New Year. This is the year of the ox, which is a good year because oxen are dependable, they're hardworking, they're faithful, and that's what this year is going to be. Last year was the year of the rat, and we're glad to get rid of the rats. No more rats. We're strong, diligent, determined. So if you were born in 49, anybody here 49, 61, 73, you are an ox. I don't think there's anybody younger than 1973 in here, I guess. Before it's 12 years before 49. I know that you're not that old. So for New Year's, we usually try to make some sort of a commitment for the coming year, a resolution, so to speak. And there's a hand mudra that helps us with that resolution. Take your left hand, palm up, and place it on your right thigh. This represents a receiving hand, receiving the wisdom of the divine and whatever type of commitment you want to receive in this hand or resolution. Take the right hand and place it on top of the left. This is sealing in the commitment so it doesn't go anywhere. And then you take your hands like this, set up nice and tall, and we will practice some pranayama, sealing in our commitment. And as you breathe today, just think about what your resolutions are, what your commitments are for this coming year. Sit up tall, make sure the crown of your head is pointing way up to the ceiling, your chest is open, and breathe deeply, slowly, fully through your nose, and exhale through your nose, in and out of your nose. Big, long, full breaths. Make sure the breath goes all the way down to the belly. Feel your belly inflate like a balloon when you breathe. And then exhale very slowly and allow the balloon to deflate with every breath. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. This type of deep breathing is the most important thing you can do for your health, period. The most important thing you can do for your health. This is a fact. I'm not making this up. This is more important than diet, more important than exercise, more important than genetics. Deep, deep belly breathing several times a day, in and out of your nose. I know it's hard to believe, but it is true. This type of breathing will solve a lot of chronic ailments and prevent chronic ailments. Okay, one more deep, 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 slow, long breath at your own pace. And then bring your breathing back to normal. And then I shall open with an Om, if you care to join me. Take a deep breath in together. Ambalu Satguru Bhagavan Ki. The divine is the inner teacher. Hey, yogis and Zoomers, thank you for being here. We got a new yogi today, Bradley Davis. Welcome. Welcome. All right. We'll start off with loosening up our torsos. Take your hands to your chest. Inhale, push your fingertips all the way up. Big breath in. Separate your palms. Exhale. Inhale, stretch your arms way up high. So really feel your shoulders open and your arms stretch here. And then exhale, bring your arms in a T. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Take your left hand on the right thigh, and the right hand goes behind you on the mat. The right hand goes behind you on the mat. So you're using your right hand to prop up your spine vertically, and your left hand is used to help you twist. And then breathe several breaths. Deep, deep belly breaths. Okay, now keep your body twisted in this direction and then raise both arms. This is harder than it looks, so they come up beside your ears. So your body's still twisted to the right. And then slowly rotate back to center. Good. Inhale, push your fingertips up, stretch your arms. Exhale, arms in a T. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. This time, the right hand comes on the left thigh, left hand goes on the mat behind you. Right, perfect. And then your left hand is used to keep your torso erect as you twist. You're spiraling upward. And take several deep breaths. Okay, once again, keep this twist best as you can. Raise your arms up beside your ears. Take a deep breath, and then turn back to center. Inhale, stretch your fingertips toward the ceiling. Exhale, let your right hand float down beside your hip. The left arm will come beside the ear, and we're going to lean over, opening up our left rib cage. Make sure your left sit bone stays firmly down. Don't allow your butt to come up like that. And keep your shoulder back, and maybe even look up. Okay, push into your right hand, bring both hands up above. Inhale, reach up with your fingertips. Exhale, left hand floats down. Right arm comes beside the ear. Reach as far as you can, opening up that right rib cage. Push down on the right sit bone to help enhance the stretch. Make sure the shoulder stays back. Maybe look up. Push into your left hand, come all the way back up, Urdhva Hastasana. This is called upward salute. Inhale, reach up with the fingertips. Exhale, bring your hands down and come to your heart center, namaste hands. Okay, inhale, push your fingertips up again, all the way, inhale. Exhale, separate your palms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, we're gonna bend forward and let our hands rest in front of us wherever they land. You could use a block here. And then tuck your chin and curl your spine, push your spine backwards so you can feel your spine open like a C shape. And then very slowly come up to center. Take your hands behind you, fingers pointing toward the front of your mat, and then push your chest up toward the ceiling while you bring your shoulders down. Think about your shoulder blades coming together behind your back. Opening your heart, welcoming 2021. One more breath here. And then come back to center. We're going to do some somatic movements, somatic or isolated slow movements, very awareness movements. I'm going to show you what you're going to do because you won't be able to see me when you're lying down, but I will be very specific in my instructions so you don't have to see me. But you're going to start on your side, any side, pick a side like this, okay? And then you can put your hand in front of you to support, rest your head on the arm. So I'm going to tell you to do different things with the top leg. The first one's going to be like this, okay? So that's how to prepare for yourself. The second one's going to be like this. The third one's going to be like this. And then the fourth one's like this. The fifth one's like this. So I will talk you through it, but just to give you an idea of what to expect. So go ahead and lie, pick a side. Just remember what side you're on. These are very slow somatic movements to loosen up the hip area. So start with knees bent and get yourself balanced. Rest the head on the arm if that's comfortable for you. And then keeping the top leg bent, you're going to lift your top knee off and up slowly on the count of 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go down very slowly on a count of 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up again on the count of 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then down 3, 2, 4, 5. And then up 2, 3, 4, 5. And down 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up 2, 3, 4, 5. And down 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then pause here. Now, as you do these movements, pay very special attention to what muscles you're feeling in that hip area. This one, you're going to have a flexion in your spine. So take a deep breath and then bring your knee up into your chest. You might have to move your hand out of the way. Bring the knee into your chest as far as it'll go, and you will feel a flexion in the spine. And then slowly kick the leg out straight toward the bottom of your mat. So the leg is now straight. Good. And then we'll do that again. Inhale. Exhale, bring the knee into the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale, extend the leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then straighten. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rebend. 2, 3, 4, 5. And straighten. 2, 3, 4, 5. This time, leave your leg extended and straight. And now we're going to lift the straight leg, the top leg, which is straight. We're going to lift it all the way as high as it'll go toward the ceiling. And then slowly lower it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. And one more. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Okay, rebend the knees so that they're stacked on top of each other. And now we're going to do some internal and external rotating of the hip area. So we'll start with an internal rotation. So you're going to leave your knees together and you're going to lift the top foot up. And as you lift that top foot up, you're going to feel that hip rotate inward, internal rotation. And then slowly, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the foot comes down. And then we'll repeat. Lift with the knees together, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once more, lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. External hip rotation. Keep the feet together, and then we'll lift the knee. Count of 5. Inhale, and then lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we'll move to the other side. So roll on over with bent knees. Get yourself balanced and comfortable. And starting with bent knees, lift the top leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Knee to the chest. Take a deep breath. Exhale, bring the knee up towards your chest. Flex the spine. And then slowly extend the leg long to the bottom of your mat. And then we'll repeat. Knee to the chest on a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, pause here. So now we'll work with the straight leg. So this is working your abductor muscles, which are the muscles on the outside of your leg. Inhale. Exhale, lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then bend both knees together. For the internal and external rotation, we'll start with the internal rotation. Keep the knees together as you lift your top foot up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now for the external hip rotation, we're going to keep our feet together. And then as you open your knees wide, you'll feel how your hip rotates externally outward. So lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 2, 3, 4, 5, up 2, 3, 4, 5, down 2, 3, 4, 5, up 2, 3, 4, 5, down 2, 3, 4, 5, up 2, 3, 4, 5, down 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. So now roll over onto your bellies. And have your forearms in front of you with your shoulders. So you might want to turn around and face me, Bradley, so you can see. I mean, you really don't have to see because I'm going to be very explicit, but just in case. Oops, sorry. Okay, so your forearms are on the mat, shoulder width apart, okay? They're parallel to each other. Fingers are spread wide, and the elbows are underneath the shoulders. That's important. Elbows underneath the shoulders. So you don't want them too far toward your body or too far away from your body. This is called the Sphinx pose. From here, you're gonna press your pelvis into the mat and press your thighs into the mat. Pull your arms toward your body so that your chest is pushing forward. Now your arms aren't going to move because you're on your sticky mat, but you're going to feel like your chest is pushed forward like a peacock. And then take your head and lift it toward the ceiling, pretending you're a turtle coming out of the shell. Keep pushing your thighs into the mat and rotate your thighs inward toward each other, so that you make space in your lower back. So the middle of your buttocks is not being clenched here. The middle of your buttocks is relaxed. The outside of your buttocks is what's working. The outside of your legs are what's working, your outer glutes. And then just pause here for a couple of breaths. This is a back bend. Breathe deeply. Don't forget to push your chest forward. Don't forget to let your neck long. Push your pelvis into the mat. Okay, from here, we're going to do a forearm plank or two. So now take your fingers and lace them into each other and put them on the mat in front of you, clasping your hands. Can you see what I'm doing, Bailey? Yeah, clasp your fingers together and then push your forearms into the mat. So keep your elbows where they are underneath your shoulders. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, tuck your toes and lift your body up into a plank in one straight diagonal line from the crown of your head down to your heels. Engage your core muscles. Don't think about anything besides your breath. Breathe, 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 and then bring your pelvis back down and relax for a moment. Bring the shoulders down from the ears. So the world record for forearm planks is 8 hours and 15 minutes, not going up and down, just staying up in a plank for 8 hours and 15 minutes, done by a 61-year-old man. Can you hear me, you guys? 61-year-old man. The world record for a woman is 4 hours and some change. And we're only doing this for like not even 4 seconds, okay? So just think about that. After 4 hours, this man's elbow started bleeding, but he just kept going. It's all a mind thing, so just don't think about anything but your breath. Time is irrelevant. Take a deep breath in, tuck the toes, push into your forearms, come into your forearm plank. Try not to crunch your neck up. Try to keep the shoulders down. Breathe, engage your core muscles, breathe. Breathe again, and then come all the way back down. Take one more break here. So obviously this is really, really good for your core strength. Okay, one more time, inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the body, try to have a straight line from the crown of your head to your heels. Don't forget to breathe, breathe, breathe. Good, 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 breathe. One more breath, and then all the way down. Good, okay, so now take your arms in front, fold your arms into crocodile arms, and then relax your head down for a couple of breaths. We'll take a little break here. Okay, please push back up, your hands underneath your shoulders. Okay, so keep your elbows by your side here. And then walk your hands out so that they're either to the edge of your mat or maybe even to the outside of your mat, as long as you don't slip your hands. So this is going to be a wide cobra. So you want your hands in line with your shoulders, but wide. Okay, from here, push your pelvis into the mat. Make sure your legs are parallel to each other coming out of your body here behind you. Push your thighs into the mat, and then bring your shoulders down from your ears as you push into your hands and raise your chest up. Now keep rotating your thighs inward as you do this, and breathe. You don't have to come up very far. Shoulders come forward, neck is long, and then come all the way down. This is a wide cobra, Bhujangasana. Now walk your hands back in so that they're right underneath of your shoulders, right underneath the shoulders. Keep the elbows by the sides. This is very important. And don't let your elbows fling outward. Keep the elbows tucked by your body, okay? Don't let them go out. And now push your pelvis into the mat, push your thighs into the mat, roll your thighs inward toward each other slightly, and then push into your hands. Keep your elbows tucked by your sides and raise your chest up. And then move the shoulders down from the ears when you come up. Good, 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 good. One more breath here, and then come all the way down. One more crocodile rest here with the arms in front folded. All right, please bring your hands back underneath of your shoulders and then push up to a table position. This is where, if you have knee issues, you want to pad your knees, because we're going to be on our knees for a little bit. If somebody needs padding, I think we might have some extras back there. Anybody want anything? Raise your hand and David will help you. Okay, so with the hands underneath the shoulders and your knees underneath the hips, you're a square table. Back is flat. So we're going to do a rolling cat-cow. So it's going to look like this. You're going to inhale with a flat back. Exhale, push your back up toward the ceiling into your scared cat. So you're really pushing your back up. And then as you exhale, you're going to go to one side. I'm going to go to my right. And then roll your body forward into your cow pose, which is where your belly's you're in a banana-shaped back, heads forward, tailbone back. And then you're going to roll over to the opposite side, my left, and then go back to your cat pose. So in your cat pose, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, arch the back as high as it can go toward the ceiling. Feel your vertebra separate here. And then roll to the side, to the right. And then come forward into your cow with your banana-shaped back, shoulders down from the ears, tailbone back. And then roll over to the left as you push up into your cat. And one more time, slowly roll over to the right, forward into your cow, and then over to the left and back up to your cat back. And then flatten your back into a table. Okay, good. Inhale. Exhale, sit back towards your heels, slowly exhaling. And then inhale very slowly as you come back up to table. Take a deep breath here. Push into your hands and come up onto your knees. Reach up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. So this is upward salute, palms facing each other, reaching up with your fingertips. Good. Take your right hand onto the hip, left arm beside the ear. We're going to reach over to the right, stretch the arm as far as you can go, bring the shoulder back, maybe look up a little bit. And then pull back up, bring that hand down. And then right arm comes up, inhale, exhale, lean all the way over. Keep that shoulder up as you lean. And then come all the way back up, hands on hips. Take your right leg, extend it out so it's perpendicular to your body. And then turn your toes so they're pointed away from your body. So you can keep your foot flat, or you can keep your toes raised up, whichever is more comfortable for you. You want this leg to be straight-ish. It can have a micro bend in it, but you try to think about it being straight, but don't lock the knee. Okay, so take your right hand into that hip joint here. Left arm up by the ear. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to lean over toward that leg. Keep the shoulder up, go as far as you can, and breathe. Try to keep the shoulder up this way. Yeah. Okay, pull up, inhale. Exhale, that hand comes down to the hip. Rotate the right toes forward. Good. And then right arm comes beside the ear. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean to the left. Keeping that shoulder up. Try not to look down. You want to keep your shoulder back. And then pull up. Bring the hand back to the hip. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, palms facing each other. Exhale, bring the hands down in front of you. Keep your leg extended. So your hands are beneath your shoulders. Your leg is extended. Put weight into the left hand and then raise your right arm open in a twist. Take several breaths here. Look up. Try to keep your neck in line with the spine. Inhale. Exhale, the hand comes down. And then the knee comes in. Back to your table. Okay, everybody? Flat back, inhale. Exhale into your cat back. So you're going to tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, push your spine up to the ceiling, push the mat away from you so you can really feel your shoulder blades separate on your back, and then very slowly through your nose, making the breath last. Drop your belly down in a banana shape as your head comes forward, tailbone back, shoulders down from the ears, cow pose. And then take a deep breath here. And then sit back all the way towards your heels as you exhale through your nose, making it long, slow breath. Inhale very slowly through your nose as you push back to table. And then push into your hands, come up onto your knees. Urdhva Hastasana. Palms facing each other, reach up. Take a deep breath. Exhale, take your left hand onto the hip. The right arm comes beside the ear. We're going to stretch over to the left. Keep the shoulder up. Keep the shoulder up. Maybe look up. And then inhale, both arms up. Exhale, right hand on the hip, left arm beside the ear. Keep the shoulder back. Maybe look up. Turn the head this way, look up. Like turn the head toward the arm. Yeah. And then both arms back up. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to hips. Extend the left leg out to the side of your body so that it's perpendicular to you. Pivot the left toes out so that they're facing away from you. And then the left hand comes into the left hip crease, right arm beside the ear. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, we're gonna lean over toward the leg, keeping the shoulder up. Reach up as you inhale. Exhale, hand comes back to the hip. Pivot the toes forward. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, lean over to the right. Beautiful, beautiful. Inhale, both arms come up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands come down in front. Keep the leg extended. Plant weight into your right hand and then open twist to the left. Yeah, the other way, Bailey. Yeah, you had it right. Yep. One more breath. And then the hand comes down. The knee comes in. And come up onto your knees. Take your non-dominant leg and bring it forward. Okay, and then from here, we're going to stand. Try not to use your hands and just use your weight to come up. And it's something you want to practice every day so that this never becomes a problem to you. Never will it become a problem to you. So we don't have to wear those little things that say, help me, I've fallen. Tadasana is mountain pose. Mountain pose is an alignment of the spine where you have one straight line from the crown of your head, shoulders, hips, ankles, one straight line. Your shoulders are down from your ears, chest is open forward, palms slightly forward. Your head is right on top of the shoulders. Your belly is sucked in. Thighs are rotated inward slightly. So this is a very active resting pose. Every muscle is engaged here. Your neck is soft though. Keep your neck soft. And take a couple of breaths here. This is how it would feel if you were lying on your back on the floor. This is how straight your spine is. And doing this pose every day just makes you aware of when you're not standing straight, and it makes you aware when you see other people not standing straight. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, push up with the fingertips. Exhale, crescent to the right. Try to keep the shoulder up and maybe even lean backwards a little bit. Look up, make it a mini back bend maybe. Come back to center. Inhale, push up with the fingertips. Exhale, crescent to the left. Keep the shoulder back. Turn your head, look up. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bring your arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Okay, step your feet apart wide on the mat. Open your arms in a T as you inhale. As you exhale, thumbs down and push an imaginary curtain away from back behind you. And then clasp your hands together behind you. Now, if that doesn't work for you, take your belt and then just grab your belt like this. Okay, so if you can't grab your hands together, and if you don't have a belt, David will get you one. Does anybody need a belt? David? Anybody? Okay, good. So with your hands clasped behind you, pull your hands down and away from your back. So you feel your shoulders move down and back and your chest open. And then lean backward slightly, look up, keep control of your head. And now come forward from your hip crease, not from your waist, but from your hip crease. And we'll just come all the way forward. Keep your hands clasped and come down as far as you can and just bring your hands up toward the ceiling. Good, really good. And then slowly come back up to center. Release your hands, shake your arms. It's quite a lot of work on the upper body. Okay, once more, open, thumbs down, push the curtain away, clasp your hands. This time we're gonna turn our torso to the right, and we're gonna now forward fold, bringing our chest down toward the right leg, lifting your hands toward the ceiling. Slowly come up, turn back to center, release, give your arms a little break because you know we got to do the other side. Inhale, open, thumbs down, curtain pushed away, clasp behind. And this time, however your hands are clasped, rethread the fingers so that the opposite thumb is on top and the opposite pinky's on the bottom. This is going to feel funny. Inhale. Exhale, turn your torso to the left and come forward, bringing your chest down toward the left leg. And then very slowly rise back up, come to center, release, shake it all out. And then come back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Bringing your feet together, lining up your feet underneath your hips, parallel to each other, shoulders down, hands slightly forward. The reason your hands are slightly forward because it helps your shoulders stay open. You can just, for a moment, just experiment with this. Put your palms facing behind you and then feel the difference in your shoulders and then bring the hands forward. You feel the difference, how it opens your chest a lot more. Take a couple of breaths here. In Tadasana, perfect alignment of the spine, perfect balance in both feet. Inhale, bring your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. So this is called upward salute. Now, when you bring your arms up, don't bring the collarbone up. You want the arms to come out of the shoulder socket. So you're not doing this, okay? You're doing this. You can see the difference. This, not this. Good. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, we're going to come into chair pose, Utkatasana. So you're going to pretend you're sitting in a chair or pretend you're skiing. Keep your knees parallel to each other, your thighs parallel to each other, and then breathe. Tailbone is pointing down. Weight in both feet. If you look down, you can see the tippy top of your toenails. Engage your core muscles. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your thighs and then straighten your legs as you flatten your back. Bring the shoulders down from your ears and your head forward, tailbone back. So your body's in an L shape here. And you're stretching your spine. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Bring your hands all the way down. Keep your knees bent as much as you need to. Good. And then very slowly rise up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Okay, good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come back into your chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, hands on your thighs. Straighten the legs, flatten your back. Push the shoulders down toward the back of your mat. Feel the lengthening of your spine, crown of your head forward, tailbone back. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, bring your hands down, and take your right hand, put it on your left calf or ankle, keeping the knees bent, and then you're going to raise your left arm out to the side as you straighten the left leg. It doesn't have to come all the way straight, but you want to straighten the left leg, keep the right knee bent. That's part of it, keeping the right knee bent. One more breath here, and then exhale, bring the hand down, bend the knees, and slowly rise up. Pause in the chair pose, Utkatasana, and then all the way up. Inhale, exhale, arms in a T, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. So in chair pose, your arms can be up here, they can be in front, whatever is your shoulders will tolerate. It's a little easier on the shoulders to have your arms forward, but if your shoulders are okay with them up beside your ears, that's good too. Inhale, exhale, hands on your thighs, straighten the legs, flatten the back. Lengthen the spine, just push the shoulders down toward the back of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, come all the way down. Bring your left hand onto your right shin or ankle. Keep both knees bent at first. Open your right arm to the right and straighten the right leg. Keep your left knee bent. One more breath here. Exhale, hand comes down. And then slowly rise up. Pause in chair. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, arms in a T, Anjali Mudra. So we're going to descend to the mat through downward facing dog. And if you're new, Bradley, you've probably never done a downward dog before. Yes? Well, no? Okay, well, you'll find out. You've done one, right, Bailey? Of course, yeah. Okay. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees. Forward, fold all the way down, bring your hands down, and then step both feet back into a downward facing dog. So Bradley, this is not an easy pose, but it's a wonderful pose. You'll get the hang of this. You roll your forearms toward each other, bend the knees, push the butt way up in the air, spread the fingers wide, let your head hang between your arms. Your knees stay bent. And then bring the knees down to the mat. And then sit back toward your heels into child pose. So in child pose, you take your head and rest it on the block or a mat, or the mat or your hands. Rest your forehead on something, because this is a resting pose. So if your head can't touch the mat, grab a block and put the block underneath your head. Okay, please push up And then come, roll onto your backs with your head facing toward me and your knees bent. Okay, and then this is where you can watch David if you want, Bradley. We're gonna lift our hips and take the block and put your sacrum on the block. Feet are on the mat. Bailey, turn the other way so your head's facing this way. Feet are on the mat, Bradley. Feet are on the mat. Lift your hips. Bend your knees, lift your hips. Lift the hips, put the sacrum on the block. Look at David. If you can turn and look at David, do what he's doing. So you can either stay here or let your legs float up into the air. So this should feel effortless. If your legs don't feel effortless, then the block's not in the right spot. You can always keep your feet down on the mat because this is a supported bridge pose when your feet are on the mat. Bailey, do you have a block underneath your sacrum? No. Okay, push into your feet, lift your hips, and then put the block there. Yeah, now that's what you want. There you go. And you might have to move the block around in order to get comfortable. If it doesn't feel comfortable, move the block around. Or you can keep your feet on the mat too. That's the other option. So this is a mild restful inversion. Helps temporarily take the pressure of gravity off your organs and flips them around so they get massaged, recirculates the blood. Helps calm the nervous system, helps your digestion. This is a magic pose. Just like the yoga breath is a magic breath, this is a magic pose. Okay, very slowly lower your legs back down. And then lift your hips, remove the block, and then allow your body to go long on the mat and prepare for your Shavasana. Shavasana is our final relaxation pose. So get comfortable here, however you like. And then when you're comfortable, focus on your breath. Focus on slowing down your breath. Take a mental body scan. Find any areas of tension and let them go. Relax your mind. Let your thoughts float by like fluffy clouds and let them go poof. And enjoy a few moments of inner bliss. Please bring your awareness back to your breathing and deepen your breath as you make very small movements to wake up your body. And now please bend your knees and roll onto your right side in a fetal position to seal the practice. And in doing so, we are sealing off the masculine side of our body, which is bright, fiery, hot. And we're exposing the feminine side of our body, which is cool, calm, collected. And that calmness will carry us for the rest of the day. Please very slowly, keeping a quiet mind, push up to seated. And please join me with the closing chant. I wasn't going to disturb you. Take a deep breath. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Victory to the Cat Rock Yoga class and to the inner teacher. Jai Shri Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai.